Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something really fascinating. It's a life philosophy called Carrorism, all about kindness and love, really.
That's right. Yeah, Carrorism at its heart is about the lawful use of kindness and love,
Mm.
both for yourself and, for others.
Okay.
The goal being the optimum welfare for, all living things.
All living things, and there's a verb too, to carrorize.
Yes, exactly. To carrorize means actively creating and maintaining this state of extreme love
Mm.
and joyfulness in all living things, really filling them with love.
Ah, so it's active. It's something you do, not just something you feel.
Precisely. It's very much a deliberate, active process, not passive at all.
Okay, that makes sense. So how does this active choice, this intentional kindness, how does that help us become our best selves? Let's try and unpack that today, maybe focusing on one key principle that feels particularly, well, powerful for daily life.
Right, so let's maybe zero in on principle number 6 of Carrorism, which is conscious acts of kindness. Perfect. Yeah, conscious acts of kindness, it's pretty much what it sounds like. The intentional practice, the mindful practice of bringing kindness into your interactions.
With yourself, too.
Oh, absolutely. With yourself, with other people, and importantly, with nature around you. It's really about making a deliberate choice, using your words, your actions, to benefit and uplift.
Hmm.
And when you commit to that, you're not just being, nice, you're actually generating this positive energy loop.
Hmm.
Psychologically, it boosts well-being, reduces stress, it fosters connection, real purpose.
It amplifies things.
It really does. Amplifies positive energy, deepens connections, and interestingly, it can even help sort of align things with your heart's desires just by
Yeah.
focusing on giving on that outward kindness.
So it's less about just having a kind feeling and more about a deliberate, almost disciplined practice, a choice you make.
Exactly. It's a conscious choice.
When we think about someone who really lived this, who made intentional kindness like a daily thing, one name really springs to mind, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. You have to think of Fred Rogers, right?
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, his whole life really was just a master class in these conscious acts. Think about it. Every morning, tying his sneakers, buttoning that sweater.
The routine.
That routine wasn't just habit, it was intention. He started his day consciously thinking about the small choices. Choices he knew could positively affect people, especially the kids watching his show. He chose every single word so carefully in the Mr. Rogers neighborhood scripts, always aiming to uplift, to comfort, to teach.
Yeah.
He genuinely believed kindness was an act. It needed careful attention.
Wow. And did that extend to how he treated people off camera, his staff, for example?
Completely. He fostered this amazing culture of respect. He'd gently remind his staff, you are special just the way you are.
And his gratitude practice? Legendary. Writing thank you notes constantly.
To friends and neighbors.
Friends, neighbors, sure, but also strangers. People who just touched his life somehow. Countless notes. That's pretty amazing. What about his public interactions? When he met fans, kids?
Oh, deeply intentional there, too. He would always, always stop. He'd often kneel down to speak to a child right at their eye level.
Making them feel seen.
Exactly. Offering genuine, kind words. Made them feel so valued. There's that famous story, isn't there, about the young boy in a wheelchair on his show.
Oh, tell me.
Instead of, focusing on the chair or offering some kind of pity, Fred intentionally asked him. He said, "Will you show me how you move?"
Wow.
Right? It empowered the child instantly.
Huh.
Turned a moment that could have been about limitation into one about dignity, connection,
Yeah.
active demonstration.
That's beautiful.
And that's Fred Rogers. His whole legacy, this huge impact, it wasn't built on like one big grand gesture. It was built on these consistent, intentional, small acts of kindness, day in, day out, creating these vast ripples of goodness.
Yeah. Looking at his life through this lens of Carrorism, it just clicks, doesn't it? His daily commitment really shows how intentional kindness, well, it really is like that secret path to becoming the best version of yourself.
It truly is. The power isn't just in feeling kind. It's in making kindness a conscious daily practice. It's an active decision.
Yeah.
Every single day.
So maybe something for you listening to think about as you go about your day. How can you maybe terrorize yourself with a conscious act of kindness today? What's one small thing? Or what small intentional act of kindness could you do for yourself, maybe someone else, or even for nature just in the next 24 hours?
Yeah.
And maybe reflect on this too. How might making kindness a conscious daily thing, how might that actually transform your journey, your path towards becoming your best self?
It's worth remembering, I think, that true greatness, it often isn't in the huge, noisy things. It's in those quiet, consistent choices we make. to bring a little light, a little love into the world,
Yeah.
one conscious act of kindness at a time.
Hi, this is Nasreen Amari. Always follow your heart and keep on terrorizing yourself and those you love with conscious acts of kindness.